Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down, here's Haskins. And open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Washington.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
The 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
He's checking.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
6-yard line.
Now a run with McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Come on. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Come on. Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike 58, right there. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Double dog, that's the way.
out of the shotgun. Haskins gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing his Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Again, it's Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check safety, check safety.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Washington on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
51 the mic, boy, 51. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 51 the mic, 51 the mic.
Here's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, Philadelphia.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 23, his first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. On first and 10, it's Sanders. A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On second and 7, Wentz. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Chase Young, his second sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. It's all for naught.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Second and goal from the 1. Once again with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Safety's creeping. Check, check. Ready, go.
This is McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 26, check 26. I got it. That's me. Check.
McCaffrey on the counter. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
They're running it. Kill. Hey, turn it up. It's free.
Play action. Haskins. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Washington. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes this Washington 14, Eagles 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. To throw is Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Oh, that is a complete shake. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At their 48-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Haskins. This one caught by Davis. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. shotgun to McCaffrey. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check. 58, boys, 58, Mike. Okay, double up. Hey, check 24.
Final play of the half, it's Haskins. Going deep here for Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Eagles.
Now Sanders. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wentz going to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. On play action, Wentz. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They'll run with Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 52. Check 9. Check 91. Check 99. Kill.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
The 39-yard line.
Johnson. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second and 8.
Oh, here we go. Oh, shoot. Slam.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tackle made.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
He was brought down by Kendall Fuller.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Eagles first down.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, it's Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 23, 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there, as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Washington 14. Austin McGinnis.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Austin McGinnis for the extra point.
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from the 20. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And does Washington have it? They do.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Number 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's 2nd and 8.
You got him. You got him. And 58's the mic. Well, 58's the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Whip. Watch the whip. Check it back. Check it back.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 19-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And shutting him off. Now open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
But Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some clock.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Another run with Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Austin McGinnis.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Here we go with Haskins. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the